Hello and welcome. I'm Rish, co-founder and CEO of SuperWorld, a virtual world in augmented reality where creativity and entrepreneurship come together on one decentralized platform. From the Empire State Building to the Sydney Opera House to some of the more obscure places on Earth, in SuperWorld, our world is yours. Yours to buy, yours to sell, yours to create, and yours to explore. SuperWorld is mapped on top of the real world to create over 64 billion unique plots of land, with each plot measuring roughly 100 meters by 100 meters of real-world space. To give you an idea, one plot of SuperWorld AR real estate is about the size of Yankee Stadium. Ready to get started? Find land to cultivate for its strategic real estate location as a digital asset or that holds sentimental value for you. Buying and selling virtual real estate in SuperWorld is easy, as all transactions take place securely on the Ethereum blockchain, and every plot of land is represented by a non-fungible token on the ERC 721 standard. Personalize your world in AR through interactive 3D objects, animation, photos, videos, and text to truly make a world of your own. Ready to find your peace on Earth? Join us in SuperWorld.
Hey everyone, nice to see you. We're starting SuperWorld Show. Today we're going to go over an update on what we are doing with our token launch and an update on the specific aspects of that so everyone can fully understand what's coming. We're going to go through some product updates as well that we've had recently. And we're going to then go to some questions. So yeah, looking forward to getting into everything now. Give me a second. I'm just fixing something here. See if we can, there you go. Yeah, just had to, little bit of a technical issue there. I think we fixed, so we should be good. So let me go ahead and get started. Really great to have everyone here for SuperWorld Show. Again, I'll start by giving everyone just an overview on the mission and the vision of what we're building, and go into our token launch update too. So in terms of our vision at SuperWorld, we're building a virtual world mapped on top of Earth. And the idea there is anyone can create their own world. So you have a world, I have a world, brands have worlds. You could think of your world as a map, like a Google map. We're built on Google Maps. And so anyone can have their own Google map, right? And as their audience interacts in their map, digitally or physically, you benefit from those interactions. And you know, digitally or physically. So digitally on the map or physically in real world locations. And then we've divided Earth into 64 billion properties, 0.01, 0.01 longitude, latitude, covering Earth in real world locations. So literally on Earth, anywhere on Earth, you could buy locations and you benefit from those phygital interactions that happen at those locations. So those digital or physical interactions that happen in those real world locations across every filter of the world. And when I say every filter of the world, what I mean is every map. So the map you create, the map anyone creates, you benefit at the locations that you own in SuperWorld across every map. So on any particular map, so if you have a map of the world, you can create anything anywhere, monetize anything anywhere, create any type of content, recommend businesses. You can do anything anywhere on your map. But if you own a location, you earn across everyone's map at that location. And again, once you own a location, you can reprice your plot. We have a secondary market that you can also sell your plot on that secondary market. And lots of different utility that's been really laid out in our white paper. The white paper is at whitepaper.superworldapp.com. So check it out there if you want to get into some of the token utility that's coming. But the vision is, how can we build a virtual world that enhances your real life? So how could that enhance your business? Maybe it's, you want to share your travel with someone. Maybe it's about investments in real estate. So it could be about a category called real world assets, literally anything, right? So it's a very massive vision. So anyone's world or any content that anyone's creating could really go across a number of different verticals, right? Literally anything. So you could think of that as kind of like we're building the world's largest platform for phygital content that has a digital or physical interaction. And that content could literally be anything. And the type of content, it could be photos and videos. So you don't have to think of it as some complex type of content. You could, if you have photos and videos, you can add those photos and videos in real world locations. And we'll enable that content to have a digital or a physical interaction in that location. And then overall, the vision of what we're building is, how can we all together build and own a decentralized virtual world that can positively impact Earth and humanity? So that's our big vision of what we're creating. Let me go into the token launch and give you a quick update on that. So we have a couple of launch pads that are coming up. We've already listed on GemPad. So that's an upcoming pre-sale coming up next week. So you can find that on the launch pad, as well as we'll have others likely, and then we'll do our public launch after that. So it's all kind of coming together for our token launch. As many of you that have already been participating there in pre-sale activity that's happening. And so, we're really kind of continuing to make progress there as our token launch, SPWR, we call it SuperPower, is coming to market. We've gone over a lot of the utility of SPWR. It's in the white paper, but effectively it'll be used for rewards on the platform. It'll be used for staking. It'll be used for payments and governance, but it's all really laid out in the white paper. And great, happy to answer questions specifically when it comes to Q&A about SPWR and SuperPower. On the product side, we just had a very big product announcement a couple of days ago that came out. We migrated virtual real estate to the Base ecosystem by Coinbase. So we're very excited about that. We're now pricing at 0.01 ETH, and that's Ethereum on Base. Very excited to be on the Base ecosystem. So if you already own virtual real estate, all your virtual real estate has been securely migrated to Base. So you just open up the platform, switch your wallet to Base, and you'll see your real estate there. If you have any issues on how to find it, just send us an email message at customersupport@superworldapp.com, and we'll happy to help you understand how to use Base. We also, as many of you know, have created our own wallet infrastructure powered by Privy. So you can get on board and get a SuperWorld wallet. So if you haven't gotten into Web3 and you want to get a wallet, you can now sign up for the SuperWorld wallet. right as you log into SuperWorld. It's really easy to do. It's one-click sign up, and you'll have a SuperWorld wallet. And most exciting of all, I think, is we've integrated with Transact, which is giving us the ability for anyone to buy virtual real estate anywhere around the world in one click and use their credit card without having to buy crypto first. And I think one of the biggest challenges that we've had throughout the history of SuperWorld is really teaching people how to go from clicking on a plot to buying crypto, putting it in their wallet, getting the right crypto, and then actually, going through the process of buying that real estate, dealing with gas and all the other aspects of blockchain that are, complicated. It's gotten easier in the last 5-6 years, but still, pretty challenging for most people. And now we've just solved that. And that just literally happened on Monday. So very excited to now have one-click access to buying virtual real estate. So if you're listening this, you're new to Web3, you're new to getting into digital assets. Now it's super easy in SuperWorld to own virtual real estate, buy digital assets in SuperWorld, have digital property rights in SuperWorld, and do it all without even having to buy crypto first. So just come over, find plots that you like, find places in the world that you're connected to. Maybe you have a business there, maybe you grew up in that location. We're really seeing a ramp up in virtual real estate adoption. And this is going to continue that now that we've launched the Transact integration and we're on base. So it's a really good time to come over and see how that works and get involved and acquire places that you love. The other thing I'll mention is, get on board and start your own world. So create your world. There's worlds being created every day across literally any type of subject, whether it's, you just want to recommend places to go or restaurants or businesses. You just create a world and then go into search and add your favorite restaurant or hotel or, place to go. And you can just add it to your world, similar to what you would do on a Google map. Some people star locations or heart locations on their Google map. We're built on Google, so it works in a very similar way. And then once you've added those locations to your map, people can digitally or physically interact with those locations, and you're benefiting from those interactions. So one use case of creating your world is adding locations. You might want to create and post content in those locations or at any location in the world. You might want to create a digital twin, which is a 3D version of a building or maybe a store. Literally any kind of physical space. You can add chat groups to the map. You can create events to the map. And we have a whole creator platform coming soon. So lots coming on the product side. So just urging you to come over and create a world and start uploading content to the map. And then let us know if there's things that you see that, we should be building when you have, your experience of going through. We always are very interested and open to adding and building in features as we feel that users kind of want improvements in how the user experience works and in areas that we can kind of continue to add value, whether that's a whole feature or a specific product. The most exciting product that's coming, and we had a long call this week with one of the creators on our platform about this, is our creator platform that's coming. And that's enabling any creators to build digital and physical services and experiences in SuperWorld. And so similar to if you've seen Airbnb, they offer now creators the ability to sell, physical experiences and services. So, someone might sell a photography session somewhere in a city, or a walking tour, or maybe it's, surfing lessons on the beach. or it could be a cooking class, right? Those are services that I call physical because you have to physically meet the person, meet the creator, to actually take part in that service or experience. Because we're a virtual world, we'll have those experiences, the physical ones, but we also have the ability to have digital experiences and services. So it might be that you're teaching someone about a certain location. You could do create a digital experience or a digital tour. You could, sell premium content that someone could buy at a specific location. Maybe it's you're, doing a photo shoot or something, and someone could buy that or buy access to that. Or you want to, sell a course in a specific location that's more digital. Maybe it's personal training, and you put it, next to a outdoor gym or something like that, and someone could click and buy your digital personal training course. So when they're at that gym, even if they're physically there, they don't have to physically meet you. They can click and buy that digital workout that you've done at that outdoor gym. So the idea is that, in a physical location, you could sell digital courses, digital content, and digital interactions of all sorts. It could be that I'm buying a ticket to something digitally that's happening in that location, maybe a live stream or an online kind of session of some sort, and I'm physically there participating in that. So again, Creator Program is going to have digital and physical experiences for creators. So that's coming very soon. I'm very excited about that. But yeah, that being said, I think we can go to Q&A and see if anyone has questions. We've been doing this every week. So we're on video almost every other week, and we'll do a X Spaces every week. So if you don't catch this live, you can listen to the recording of this or pass this around. And also we're live every week, either on X or on social platforms on video. But let me go into any of the questions here. See if there's any questions that anyone has. Feel free to ask, and happy to answer any questions anyone has. Feel free to ask the questions on whatever platform that you're on. We're across a number of platforms, so feel free to ask away. Okay, let me go ahead and start by answering one of the questions. Again, I mentioned we have some launch pads that are launching. We'll be on GemPad, so check out GemPad next week. We'll be sending out an email to our community more about that and how to participate. But you could go to our whitelist, which is at superworldapp.com/token. And sign up for the whitelist there, superworldapp.com/token. And that's the best way to, just put your name down. So if you haven't already participated and want to get more information, that adds you to our waitlist or whitelist, and you'll be able to get more information on what's coming in terms of our pre-sales for our token launch. That's the easiest way to be in touch. And then if you have any questions as well that aren't being answered through that process, we have a pretty good page there that kind of describes everything. You can also go into our Telegram chat or Discord chat. So if you have any specific questions there, happy to also answer always in our community. Even outside of these sessions that we're doing now once a week. Okay, see if there's any other questions that are coming in. Okay, one more question is related to what's happening with the token utility for SPWR, and specifically related to premium real estate. So and I think this was in one of the chats as well. So, I think it's something that's coming up quite a bit. So want to help answer that. So we've created a way for real estate owners to monetize their virtual real estate by staking their token and converting virtual real estate to premium real estate. And by converting to premium real estate, as laid out in our white paper, are saying that premium virtual real estate will enable owners to benefit from global real estate sales. And so there's a couple of requirements in terms of being active on the platform and creating content in the places where you own virtual real estate. But effectively, as you convert your virtual real estate to premium virtual real estate, you're now a stakeholder in global virtual real estate, which is a real benefit to anyone who owns virtual real estate, even if it's in any location in the world. So very cool stuff. It's another kind of benefit of what we're building out with our token utility with SPWR. So very excited about that. Any other questions I can answer? Okay. I think we've exhausted the questions for today. Again, we do this once a week on X Spaces, as well as on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X over video. So definitely feel free. We want to create a way that we're talking to our community on a weekly basis live. So if you weren't able to join today and you're hearing this on a recorded session, would love to have you next week, either on X or any of those other places. So thanks so much for your support, and looking forward to speaking with you all soon, and excited